Chapter 21. I knock at the same time as I barge my way into David's office on Monday morning. He looks up from his laptop and raises an eyebrow at me. "Michael," he says, as though I have no right to be there. "Can I help you with something?" "The HR policy," I say. "You can't stop me from dating Jen." "The policy was voted in by the governors," David says in a soft purr. "They felt quite strongly that staff should be discouraged from romantic entanglements. Very unprofessional, you know." I have never been unprofessional. "Yet," he enunciates crisply. "What happens when you break up?" "We won't." "Oh, so you're getting serious, are you?" he mocks. "Long-term singleton Michael gets a girlfriend, and within a few weeks he just knows she's the one. Sounds like you've been watching too many rom-coms." "It's none of your business." I try to breathe to control my temper. Don't rise to the bait. "Everything that happens in this school is my business," he snaps. "And you might try to compartmentalise your life, Michael, but with relationships, I can tell you now, it doesn't work. Things get messy." "I will give you no reason to be concerned." "Believe it or not, I'm trying to protect you, Michael." He stares at me, his composure gone. There's more depth of feeling here than I realised. We have known each other and worked together for years now. Part of me believes him, that in his own twisted way, David is on my side, but I'm seeing more and more what cost is involved in playing David's game. "You can't control me, David." The door opens and Joseph Vermont pokes his head into the room. "Sorry, I was just wondering," he begins. "I'm just leaving." I turn on my heel and open the door fully, letting Joseph in and walking out past him. I didn't expect anything different. This doesn't change the plan. It's always the way, though, that a snag hits where you least expect it. I'm late to the staff room at lunch because David forwarded me an email from Inspire to Achieve with a ridiculously long evaluation form to fill in, marked urgent. I walk in to see Jen sat with Steph and Sean, the French teacher, laughing hysterically at some anecdote he's relating with exaggerated arm movements. "His face was so red I thought he was going to spontaneously combust," he says. And I said, "I really think we should pull back." And he was like, "I've got to beat him," gulping air like a bullfrog. Just crossed the finish line a nanosecond ahead. Sean is one of those larger-than-life personalities you can hear down the other end of the corridor when they're teaching. He wears trendy shirt and tie combos and deliberately doesn't shave in the morning, so he sports a stubbly, "I just got out of bed" look. Funny how he manages to wax his hair into place, though. "Hey." Jen notices me and pats the seat next to her. "Come and join us." For a moment, I contemplate going back to my laptop. "Sure." I shrug and sit down. It quickly becomes apparent that it's impossible to hold any sort of conversation around Sean. He's got to be the centre of attention all the time, constantly talking and bantering. And what I really don't get is how much Jen and Steph are lapping it all up. They keep laughing at his very unfunny jokes. At one point, Steph says, "Oh, Sean, you're such a scream." What does that even mean anyway? "I was hoping to recruit some of you intelligent types for my pub quiz team," he says. Oh, so that's the reason he suddenly appeared in the staff room. "Farmer's Arms every Wednesday. What do you say?" "I'm in," says Steph. "What about you, Michael? You seem like the brainy sort," Sean says, every word grating on my nerves. "No thanks, I don't go out on school nights." It sounds heavier than in my head, but oh well. "What about you, Jen?" Steph asks. "It sounds like fun," she says. I nearly choke on my sandwich. "Are you all right, Michael?" Jen pats my back. "I'm fine," I cough, turning puce. "You should get some water," Sean says unhelpfully. In the kitchen, Jen comes over to me as I gulp down a glass of water. "You are okay with me going to the quiz, right?" she asks. "Of course," I say. "I was just surprised, really. I mean, it'll be quite late for a school night." "Well, I know that you don't want to hang out in the week, so I figured this might be a good way for me to spend time with friends." She makes it sound like I don't want to see her in the week, while I'm just trying to keep work stuff separate. "Things get messy," David said. "It's fine," I snap, and stomp back to my classroom.